Hello everyone, I'm MVL and welcome to the Curse of Strahd, a customized D&D campaign played on Roll20 with mostly working webcams. We'll see how it goes. Jonan, we're fighting a nightmare. Let's see how that goes. DM, take it away, my friend.
Okay, welcome back to the Curse of Strahd, where our heroes, the Silver Stakes, are trapped in the land of Barovia, a land encased in mists, and once ruled by a Strahd von Zadovich. Last time, the group were just recovering from both their victory over Strahd and the news that there seems to be one more villain they have to defeat in order to save this land and escape Barovia. At this point, their Dusk Elf, Casimir, took this opportunity to try and obtain one of the Amber Temple's dark powers, despite the party's various and very insistent attempts to convince him that this was a bad idea. However, Casimir was stopped in his tracks by Elias, a mysterious elf-like figure who, according to them, had been coerced into working for Strahd and the group to ensure their survival. Elias placed a quick friend spell on Casimir that halted his rampage, and after Jean and Maldraff prayed to their respective gods with insanely high rolls, they gave him a chance to speak to the soul of Patricia, his dead sister, who he had been trying to resurrect using the temple's dark. However, Patricia's evil intentions were exposed, and a fight broke out, forcing our heroes to send her back to the other side by force. Unfortunately, the battle broke what little remained of Casimir's spirit, and despite the many attempts by our heroes to pick his spirits up, he refused. He remained defeated, and he refused to help them get into Strahd's castle, which he had promised them before. However, they did learn that the original method was hacking Strahd's teleportation network, and with the help of a senile Lich Exanvar, they managed to pull off a miracle and teleported into the lower levels of Strahd's Castle Ravenloft. Once there, they began their search for, amongst other things, the skull of the silver dragon Argynvost. They had to dodge a couple of traps, but they reached the lower crypt and began searching each grave, finding many great treasures, including a glider, a mace made from a fine bone, and a gun. Still cannot believe that was there. But it seems that they are not alone, as they have now caught the attention of both a vampire spawn and Strahd's nightmare, Bocephalus. And on that note, roll initiative.
I would like to just say though, who will prevail in strength, Bocephalus or?
Well, it is a bit more fluffy, but then again, he does have a mane made of fire.
Oh, Nick.
I don't like that the intro cast doubt upon my character.
I mean...
And it was charm person, not friends. Anyway.
Charm person. Okay. In fairness, like I said, a lot happened. Okay.
I'm kind of glad you guys didn't see my webcam because my sister just came in and I couldn't hear her because my headphones were so noise cancelling and she scared the bejesus out of me.
Okay, so looks like we have let's see. Maldraff and Seth looks like you'll have to do a roll off, so it's going to be one of you two, followed by Jean, followed by.
I actually got 22.
Okay, so yes, I can see that now. Okay, so first off is going to be Elias, followed by Seth, followed by Maldraff, followed by followed by Jean, followed by them, and then finally Keldrin. Okay.
Right.
And with that, we come to the top of the round. Elias, you're up.
Yeah, so I can see it from where I'm standing, right? Because I can just see the edge of it. Can I see the creature?
Yeah.
Okay. With
Yes. If you can see it with the dynamic lighting, then you can indeed see it because, well, A, you have dark vision, and B, it is a horse that is on fire, so
Yeah.
it does have its own light source.
I can see half of it, which would give it cover, but I'm a sharpshooter, so it doesn't get cover anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna sort of like get down onto the knee, use my bonus action, not move, but to aim. Use that aim to take advantage on a shot on it and shoot it.
Go for it. Okay, and the strike hits. You managed to just find the gap and fire the arrow straight into the greenstone. You hear the loud, angry neighs from the distance. Go. Okay, and that is a very strong hit. You manage to get it across the neck, and you can see infernal blood splitting out. So that was a very effective hit. Any other action?
Unfortunately, I aimed, so now I can't move. So I really hope somebody gets in front of me. That's it.
Aim is so fun, though.
Okay, with that, Seth, you're up.
I'm gonna move up so I can see something. I'm gonna place a hunter's mark on the thing if it's in range, the nightmare.
Okay, remind me what the range is. Yeah,
60.
He's
It's
in
just
there.
in range, you're fine.
And then I'm gonna go with a sharpshooter. Open up with that.
Okay.
I'm gonna start things off with a little sharpshooter action for my next trick.
For my next trick, I cast Death.
That is a very definite hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. As following Elias's example, you carefully aim and manage to do an arcing shot, and that slams straight into the neck of the horse as it lights up another fist of as another matching wound.
Damage.
Got that extra damage dice.
So 27 in total with a hunter's mark as well.
That is a phenomenally bad first round for it.
Okay.
And I'll go in with my second shot.
Oh yeah, he has a second.
Yeah, it's not over yet.
Is anyone else getting Men in Tights reading the script? Yes, he gets a second shot.
Okay, that's another hit. You follow it up almost. No, it's the exact same place in the neck.
Wow.
Every little helps.
Odin's lighting went off when he did that, and I genuinely thought he'd set up dramatic lighting for when he did like a good shot.
No,
Critical.
Children.
I wouldn't put it past you.
But yeah, you guys are shredding the neck of this poor horse as it continues its charge towards you.
I might
And
then take a
with-
little step back.
Okay. And with that, Maldra.
Such a shame. Yeah, it's going to be a struggle to see it, if I can.
Stand in front of me.
I was just
That's
saying,
my
I was just looking at
job.
rage.
Has anyone got eyes on the spawn?
I cannot see the spawn.
I think the spawn is at the bottom of a well.
Well.
Aww.
I'm sorry.
I'm sure we can draw it out.
Oh.
Suddenly, a trapdoor opens up underneath all of you. Anyway.
Honestly, though,
I
where
didn't
was it?
even
Was
have
it like...
anything to do with that pun.
What a bad pun. That barely works, I know.
Oh my god.
And the trapdoor leads
my
to spikes.
God.
Actually, I think, guys, I think the spawn was in this one, was it?
You'll have to find out. Okay.
I was about to say, DM, do we know where it is?
Okay, I'll
I
say.
mean, Keldrin
actually, right now,
started and screamed.
Okay, you heard it scream. Yes, you don't know where exactly it is. So actually, Keldrin, you saw something down the bottom of the pit, but the yell of the vampire spawn seems to be from further away.
Oh, fun.
Right, okay. I can see it now, I guess. So I will, even though I don't want to, I will toll the dead it.
Okay. So it
If
has
I
to
can
make
remember how to
wisdom
work.
save.
It is a save.
Yeah,
Okay.
hold on. I'm just trying to find it on Roll20. It's not letting me click it like I usually.
It's probably wisdom, but it could be con. But I think it's probably wisdom. I can look it up as well.
Okay.
There you go.
There we go.
Wisdom.
Alright. Okay, so yeah, it is with. Okay, 18. It seems. I believe that makes it.
Yeah, I think so.
It
So
must
spell
be.
save DC you want to be
Yeah.
in it.
Yeah.
So 16. So yeah.
Yeah. You have. Let's get over the death stare, and in the distance, you all hear a dong, dong. In response, this horse merely goes, and just as auto aims its hoof menacingly towards you.
Nay, did not work.
But before it can act, unless you have a bonus action, it will be Jean's turn.
Yeah, that'll do for me.
Okay, Jean, you're up.
Alright. I think the lighting screwed up on my side because oh, there we go. Now it's moving with me. That thing is way in cover right now. Actually, I think I can just get it. Yeah, I'm going to get in front of my companions. Just block this hallway and take a crossbow shot. 2 of them.
Okay. It's at the moment it's in cover, so it has a +2 to the AC. Okay.
I think I can just get it without cover, but I'm not sure. I'll let you rule that. Also,
I can't see it from your line of sight. Can you see the entire POG? The entire circle?
yeah. Almost all of it.
If you can't see all of it, then it
Okay,
will get
yeah.
cover.
2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay here then. Oh my god, I totally forgot I traded up for a hand crossbow, so I didn't have to reload all the time. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
22 and a natural 1.
Okay, the first shot hits. The second, I will say that at the it fires and hits it straight in its flank. You try to load, but at the worst possible time, your crossbow jams, and you have to wrestle to get the bolt out. Go ahead and roll your damage for the first attack.
Not too much, 6, but I just want to be in this hallway to block it.
Okay. So, you fire the crossbow bolt into its flank, which, let's have one more. And now, we come to its turn. It is, the horse charges forward, and then before it seems to disappear. You just see Ian run towards you and then just sort of ghost out of existence.
Great.
That seems unfair.
And
Does it play its theme song?
okay, And whilst that's going on, you hear a sudden and then nearby you see this. You hear a clatter as a door suddenly slams, and okay, you see the vampire spawn run out of its crypt and charge straight towards you, Jean, as you're closest to.
All right.
And it is going to make 2 claw attacks against. Okay, remind me, what's your AC?
Let me check. 18. I have never upgraded once in the entire campaign.
Wow. Okay, so the first attack misses. As the claw comes in, you pretty easily bash it away, but then it comes in with the claw, and you almost get it away, but it just manages to make a slight slick across your neck in the gap of the armor. You take 9 points of slashing damage as that happens. And
That's fine.
whilst that's going on, you suddenly hear some. In the distance, you hear another door opening, or you hear something's coming from the distance. You're not 100% sure what.
Oh no!
Can any of us roll perception out of turn to sense a location on that?
I will say.
I mean, my turn is coming up. I could use my action to do that.
Yeah, to be fair, we're all in battle currently, so...
Yeah, so I'll say that you hear that sound, but you can't really discern it because a lot of stuff is going on. Okay, and with that, that comes to the end of their turn. So, Keldrin, you're up.
Okay. I can see nothing at this point. I can see no enemies, so I'm gonna move. Okay, no, that's just the line of sight.
Oh, okay.
Here,
I just wanted to make sure the lighting was on.
Here I can see one dude. I can't see a horse anymore, which is weird. Okay. That guy's against John. That's fine. Where did the new sound come from? Please, I'd like to use my action to make a perception check.
Go for it.
I'm still really worried about that horse.
Okay, you hear that you locate the sound. It's coming from the far back of the room. Like you've got some distance between you. It's like
is that the north or the south far back?
The south far back. So like
cool.
It was behind where the horse was, and I will say with that high perception check and your background, you recognize it as the sounds of very large dogs.
Oh, guys, dogs behind the horse, behind where the horse was. Dogs, okay. And, what did I do for my bonus actions? I didn't check. What do I got? Nobody's really hurt. I'm just gonna stay here and be useless. That's my turn.
Oh.
Wait, no, none of these are bonus actions. Nope, none of these are bonus actions. Proceed with.
Okay, so with that, we go back to the top of the round. Elias, you're up.
Hey, it's a stone floor, right? No tracks from the horse.
Yes.
Okay, can't hear a horse anymore either. Just disappeared.
I will say, yeah, you can't hear or you can't hear or see any traces of the horse, and I will say that Keldrin, in your perception check, you couldn't hear or anything like it.
Keldrin said there were dogs ahead.
Yes.
Really scared. Okay, I can just about see that vampire spawn in front of Jean. So I'm just going to attack that instead of... I mean, best case scenario, that horse is invisible. I kind of want to just drop a fairy fire somewhere, but
I know. I had one set too, but if it's gone, it's gone.
yeah, I'm gonna attack the spawn.
Okay. That is a very definite hit.
All those damage dice. It's rolling
Yep.
them. It's thinking about it. It's got rolling the dice
Yeah,
written
this
down.
is
There
it.
we go.
Oh, there we go. Yes, that's a very definite hit. As it's happily with John. As it sort of just manages to make that Nick and John spin of the way. You see that prime opportunity to fire the bolt straight into it. You get the sense that it's only its undead resistance that sort of prevents it from taking any other significant damage. Because anyone else, that would be a really bad blow.
All right, I'm gonna sharpshooter my next shot on it as a bonus action.
Go for it.
Not a
That is,
chance.
unfortunately, that's a miss. As you aim carefully, you think you've got on the opportunity, you fire, and it just ducks straight down as the shot flies over its head. It comes back up and just goes.
All right, gonna go between Maldrath and Keldrin, and just keep looking around.
Okay. And
I'm gonna
With
move to the left, but I'm not actually moving because then my pod can't see anything. So
okay,
just for this,
so
just for the video purposes.
oh, I see. Yeah, I get it for the stream purposes. Okay, so with that, Seth, you're up.
I'm going to follow Elias's lead there and put another arrow into the vampire.
Okay. Yeah, that's a hit.
And then the Colossus Slayer and Hunter's Mark, isn't it?
Hunter's Mark is technically
on the horse.
Oh yeah, this isn't the horse, is it?
Okay, yeah, that's a definite hit. The arrow fires it leaps up and hisses. You see as the opportunity to fire courage shot, so it literally goes as it gets struck straight on the crown of the head. Again, the resistance is the other thing keeping that from beating.
And then my second shot on it.
Again,
Holy
very
crap.
definite hit.
Jeepers.
Again, another struck on the hit. Like you fire the arrow, it scratches the skin, not piercing it, but doing enough to make it essentially go.
Man, that thing's tough.
I'm
And
going to move the other side of the cells to hopefully see something.
Alrighty. Maldraff, you're up.
I guess I'll move up a bit. Right, do I want to stay here or do I want to attack that spawn?
Do I stay or do I attack? That's
Do I stay or do I kill?
I
Anyway,
mean, I'm worried about flanking, but
I'm worried everyone with armor around me has run away.
well, I mean, I've just
I-
gone to like
I
form
wear
up the
armor.
ranks, you know. Can I?
Keldrin also has a deceptive amount of HP.
Can I see
I have a
just
nice
exactly
amount of
how
HP.
bad this vampire spawn is looking? Does it look like it might just fall over anytime soon, or has it still got a lot of fight left in it?
it's still got a lot of fight left in it. I'll give you that one.
Okay, then I'll move to flank it if that's all right.
Okay.
Give it the old blood spear. With advantage, which I may need.
Okay, that is a very definite hit. Yep, I've already hit hits, so go ahead and roll your damage as.
I'll give
Ah,
it
there we go.
another,
There you go. The,
Ah.
the magic energy, you fast forward to the spear, and the magic energy allows it to pierce the skin. It shrieks and manages to pull away just in time, just as you were about to. I presume that was adding the black flame onto the weapon.
Yeah, it's my divine strike, so I get to add a d8 worth of damage if I hit with her.
Yeah, you strike it. You strike it, and that rips the flesh to its shoulder, and it just manages to peel away before the black flame can fully envelop it. But it still does the significant.
I will actually use my spiritual weapon as a bonus. Let's see
Okay,
if that can do anything. No, it cannot.
Oh, the joke
a spiritual weapon.
It's lost its mojo.
The scythe materializes out of nowhere and tries to swing at the vampire, but the vampire leaps out of the way of the attack and then lands straight on top of it. The spiritual weapon is now pinned beneath the vampire spawn's feet.
Cheeky bastard.
Okay, and with that, Jean, you're up.
Okay, I'm just going to look at my current situation, nod, and just mutter. Oh, I see it's these hours. Fine. And I will draw the sun sword.
Okay. You calmly draw the blade, which in response flashes up into a blade of radiant energy. Go ahead and make your attack whilst I adjust.
Thank you, flank bud.
I'm only moving around just so I can see for the video.
A 19 and a 29.
Let me double check. Those
38 points of damage.
Okay, you slash straight into it. It lets out a terrible shriek as the radiant energy burns straight through it, and it's like you see as it just barely stumbles through. You can see that it's at this stage is looking almost like the best way you can describe it. It's looking almost like a Dragon Ball Z villain before it's about to regenerate, as in large chunks of it are burnt off, and like it's literally only held together by a few strands of skin and determination at this point.
Excellent. I will just remain on guard right there, and it goes around to its turn next, right?
Yes.
Okay. Because I don't want this to be forgotten, as soon as it starts, it can take 20 more damage from the sunlight.
Good shout. Okay, so as it comes to its turn, and you said as it growls and it looks at you with hatred, and you just literally as it's just on stairs and you just go, Strahd, I'm sorry, I failed. As it slowly burns away in the harsh sunlight it's now faced up with, and turns into a pile of ash in front of you.
That's my job.
It just brings back memories of Buffy, of like all the vampires just like melting away.
Pretty much. And just checking something real quick.
Elias is just kind of trying to look away.
Okay.
I'm assuming that as the vampire disintegrates, the scythe floats back up, and I'm just going to look at it and just shake my head.
Pretty much, yeah.
Why you do this to me?
It just kind of droops slightly, dejected.
No. Not angry, I'm just disappointed. At this point, you suddenly hit the box get it's louder and more aggressive, and I will say, Maldrath, you should be able to see it coming soon, or at least some vague bestial-like shadows coming directly from here.
Oh boy. Is there any chance that Maldrath recognizes what those are?
I would say not in this instance. They just vaguely look like dogs.
Oh, fire dogs! Fire dogs!
As the dogs continue to charge, you can also hear someone loudly yell,
Okay. Noted.
Alrighty. And with that, it now comes to Keldrin. You're up.
Me! I hear Maldrath yell fire dogs. I'm going to rush over 1, 2, 3, over this guy, 4, 5. Can I see fire dogs? Yes, I can.
Yeah, they're right there.
Hello! I would like to tidal wave all of them.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Okay.
I'm going to do
So,
it
I guess-
can I do it at 4th level? No, this one doesn't scale. Okay, cool. Dex save throws, please.
Oh. All right. So that's one for each of them. So
So
I have to
Keldrin,
beat-
just use water gun, right? It's super effective.
Yes. Yes. They have to beat a 16.
okay. So waiting for roll 20 to catch up. 1 succeeds, 1 fails, and Y is the last one that. Okay, there it comes. All right. So that's 2 successes and 1 failure.
Cool. 48 bludgeoning damage. The success takes half. And the
Okay.
2 that failed are knocked prone.
Okay. So, as you come up and see Edom, you raise your hands, and suddenly this wave of water rushes through them. One of the dogs
And-
manages to go.
Just to be fair, I did it for like this entire space because it can be 30 feet long. So
Okay.
from here all to here. So if there's a fire horse hiding in there, I don't think it is, but just putting that out there.
Okay, that is totally fair. And with that, one of the hounds manages to leap over the water and just takes damage from the rest of the rushing, while the other 2 are slammed back and knocked to their feet by this massive wave of water that they were not expecting in any way.
That makes a lot of us, actually.
And then I realize that I am now in the front line and I panic. And that's it. That's my turn.
Okay. And with that, we go back to the top of the round. Elias, you're up.
Alright, back to where I was. I just heard horrible sounds down there, so we'll go that way to investigate.
Okay.
5 and 15. 25 to there, because your next diagonal is 10. I'm just going to see if I can see him from there. I don't think so, so I use my last 5 to be where the scythe is.
Okay. I'll set. Yes. Maybe
Okay.
just do 1 second.
I'm going to take a shot at the one, unless I just walk past something that's going to hit me. If that was the 1 second.
No, you're fine. You can take the
Okay.
shot.
I was worried I walked past an invisible horse and it bit me or something. Okay, sure.
No.
I will shoot the one standing up, because I will get disadvantage on the ones that aren't.
Okay.
It's just going to be regular shot. I guess I'm going to take... gross. I guess I'm going to take 2 regular shots, because If I use a bonus action to disengage, do I get more movement? I don't think I get more movement, do I?
No, you just
Yeah.
don't
No,
already
you
used my
don't.
movement.
You just avoid taking any extra attacks.
Okay. I
Oh,
can
you can
disengage.
bonus action dash.
Yeah, I was about to say I can disengage dash, and that'll give me another 30, right? I think that
Yeah.
seems better in my mind. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do one shot, and then dash away.
Okay.
Sharpshooting it, because I'm not gonna get sneak. Natural 1! Woo!
Unfortunately, just as you aim to fire, remind me, it's a crossbow, right?
Hand crossbow.
Yeah, unfortunately, that jams as well. It seems that you're not either you or Jean are having much luck as you enter the fire and just.
I look down at the crossbow in kind of anger, but mostly terror, and I take that extra 30 foot to get back to where I was.
Okay,
I'm gonna leave the token there so I can see what's going on.
that's totally fair. Okay, so Seth, you're up.
I can just about see him. I'll move up for a closer view.
Actually, it wouldn't have mattered, but I should have been at disadvantage because I'm near the sun sword. Just remember.
Yes.
Is this one here the one that's not knocked down?
Yes. The net symbols are the ones that are.
Yeah, that's the only one I can see anyway. So I'll put an arrow in.
Go for it.
Yeah, I'll sharpshooter with the first one.
That is a clean hit.
Jeepers.
And a powerful one of that. It growls and starts trying to make its way towards Elias, but the bolt fires. You fire straight into its flak, and it lets out a as it takes a very brutal blow. That
Never rely upon those mechanical contraptions. And I'll line up a
Kids
second
these
shot.
days.
I'll double down for another sharpshooter.
go for it. Another solid hit. Roll your damage. And as it breaks the flank, it scrambles back to its feet. It growls and it tries to find where the attack came from, but you take the opportunity to land that bolt straight between the eyes and take it.
Fatality.
Alrighty, and with that, unless you want to do any bonus actions, it will go to Maldraff.
No, I'm good.
Alrighty, Maldraff, you're
As much as I want to, I'm not going to just rush in and attack. I'll try and do my best to sort of shore up the defenses, I guess.
go for it.
So I'll move up to there. And then...
Those dogs are scary.
I will attempt to toll the dead again, I guess. Sort of save my
Okay.
spells.
Which one are you targeting?
I guess the one closest.
Okay.
It has taken damage, doesn't it? It's taken bludgeoning damage.
Yes, it has.
So let's be another wisdom save, I think.
Yep. And they fail.
Nice.
So go ahead and roll your damage as the you focus your power onto and once again you hear dong, and a shudder goes down this hound that's already scrambling to try and get back to its feet after being hit with water.
You got two dice on that,
yeah.
man.
Is it
Two
two, is it?
well.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm not very good at reading today for some reason.
That's a good one.
That'll do.
The other energy races across the hound, and it shivers as it shivers as it hears the sound of its impending demise. And on that note, Jean, you're up.
Undertake. So Maldrath sort of has that hallway blocked off, so I'm gonna do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's my move action. I would like to just sort of gunslinger stow the sun sword, draw my silver sword, and just take up guard here. Can I prepare an act? Can I ready an action to attack as soon as one of them gets within my range?
Yes.
Okay. I will do that with my plain Jane silver sword.
Okay. So you see the sun sword from that, correct?
Yes, that way Elias can see.
Okay.
If it helps, I'm not actually over there at the moment. I ran away.
Just
Oh.
making sure.
I appreciate it, my
Would-
friend.
Would I
Okay.
be able to move my spiritual weapon? I forgot to do that as a bonus action. Would you still
yes,
allow
you
that to
can.
do it? Okay. I think it's 15 feet, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or 20.
The spectral I've hovered as menacingly
20
in front of the door. What was that?
It moves. I thought it was 15, but it moves 20. So.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's 20 feet. Okay, so with that, it comes round to their turn. And now look at the DC 2. Okay.
Elias is back
So-
where he was if something terrible does come back that way, DM. I did run off by myself.
Okay. So the two hounds scrabble to their feet. This one is gonna charge straight towards you, Madra,
Fair enough.
just in a blind panic. Okay, that is a 17.
Misses.
Okay, it tries to clamp down on you. Okay, that wasn't meant to be a second attack, but yeah, it tries to clamp down on you, but you manage to get the blood spear out in time, so it's just kind of not orienting on the blade. And as it does that, this one comes up round to here, and let me just check something. Okay, it's comes up behind you, takes a breath, then it goes, and as it does that, a cone of flame envelops that entire corridor, catching enveloping around its companion and going straight through you and Keldrin. So
Oh,
I'm gonna
boy.
need you both to make me a dexterity saving throws.
Ow.
Okay. And one more. Okay, so Keldrin, you take 20 points of fire damage. Maldraft, that's half the 10 as you just barely manage to wrestle the hound mouth out of its grip and flatten yourself against the wall as this fire it's down. Keldrin, you are not.
I make a con save to keep up the pass without trace.
Go for it.
Oh shit, that's up, yeah.
Oh yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Caster, more, caster.
You let's see. I'm just thinking it would be the close at this point. So, you hit more. Oh, your bells are in. No, you hear more bells flashing. And as that happens, you suddenly there seems to be a strange shrieking sound, and then I don't know. You start seeing in the distance spiders slowly crawling out of one of the crypts and making their way to.
This is it, everyone. We're fighting the army he raised.
We woken up the whole dungeon? We tripped an alarm, didn't we?
Looks like it, but you know what? This is our life now.
Okay, and let's see. One last thing to double check.
Oh, it says there we are all screwed.
Okay, and suddenly, Seth, you hear something behind you. You turn around and suddenly see the nightmare is suddenly now behind you and charging straight at you.
It would have been right next to me as...
Here in front of me, I suddenly realised I probably could have told where it was with my hunter's mark.
Oh!
To be fair, DM, it would have seen me first if it wanted to attack me. Because I was where I put my pog back to where it should be. I ran back to where I was.
In that case,
I would take that. I would take that 20 for you, Odin.
Yeah,
I should have been there.
Okay,
That's the front to take me.
I will say. Okay, in that case, I'll rearrange this so that Seth, your hunter's mark, like it allows you to normally keep track of the prey, but what made it feel strange is that you couldn't sense it at all, and then suddenly you sensed it right behind you, and you tried it, and you turn around to try on. One people what's going on, but Elias, you were so busy hiding, you didn't see it coming until it's too late. As it gets its hooves and slams them straight into your head with a horrific crunch, you take, let's see,
33 points of damage.
Yes.
Ow. It's
As these
in game. It's a
solitudes-
lot more audible than that.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's like horses' hooves have really hurt to be kicked by anyway, but these are also on fire, so yeah, it hurt the crap. So, and with that, we come round to Keldrin. You are.
Oh gosh. Oh goodness. Oh goodness me. Okay. I'm going to try and find the horse. Can get to here and I can see it. Yay! Horse on fire. Horse on fire. This worked well the last time I did it. Tidal wave.
Okay. So
Deck save, please.
Okay, where's the
Deck
tidal wave
save.
starting from?
It's going to, let me see. It's going to start from here and go upwards 30 feet.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure no one was caught in the crossfire. Okay, so
Have to beat a 16.
and
What a bitch!
it does. The you feel the cooling water around you putting out the fire as the water suddenly rushes forward, trying to knock the aiming the horse down. It manages to rear up and leap out of most of it, but it still gets hit with some of the water, still taking a little bit.
Okay. Bonus action, I turn into a water elemental.
Okay.
Oh shit! Fantastic.
Okay. I don't have that token prepared, so I'm just gonna find one.
Sorry. I wasn't sure if I should do it, but it seems like we've woken up everything in this chamber, so I'm gonna get that out now.
Okay. With that, we go back to the top of the round. So in the meantime, Elias, you're up.
Oh damn. Elias is really unhappy right now. Things haven't gone quite the way they expected it to. Okay. Does any of the other party have eyes on me right now?
Oh,
Yes.
I did.
Nope.
One of them does. Okay.
Yeah.
Seth and Kelvin.
I would. You're in my line of sight, but I'm turned away.
if I moved to the other two, I'll point on it. There. Oh, my connection to the server's been interrupted. Woo!
Oh god.
Okay, I'll disengage to this location.
Okay.
Although you guys might not see me move because
Yeah,
of the
I just saw it.
server.
Don't worry.
Right, they can still see me.
The horse, I'll say, yeah, it sees you.
No, I'm not worried about the horse. The rest of the party.
I can, I
No.
think, vaguely see you. I can see just the edge of your pog.
Okay, I think I might get away with it then. I'm gonna stow away the broken hand crossbow and pull out from a side pack another folding hand crossbow. As I said, I only have one weapon. And I will use that on it.
Okay.
Now might be an advisable time for a sharpshooter, because
I just want to hit it more than anything. Like, I don't want to take that -5.
Okay. That is a definite. That is a definite hit. As you use the illusion to duck out of the way and fire a bolt straight into its flank. Go ahead and roll the damage.
It's not going to be a lot.
All right, Keldrin, you should have control of the water elemental now.
Yes, I do. I just don't have sight, but thank you.
6 point of damage. Is it dead, Jonan? Is it dead?
No, it's not. Although you do see that it is getting on its last leg. It's just going.
Yeah, I immediately realised I should have cast invisibility, but never mind. I went and shot it. So how far did I move? 25. I'm gonna move. I haven't done a diagonal yet, so I'll go diagonally around the corner. Do there.
Okay. Okay, you're running further away from this horse as much as you can.
You know what? It comes to mind now that I might have actually been on this side instead of the other side, but that's my fault for moving my character around anyway, so it happened as it happened. Just trying to
Totally
capture
fair.
it. Trying to capture everything.
Indeed. Okay, and with that, we come to Seth. You're up. You are now fully aware that the horse is behind you.
Yep, and I'm gonna try and sink some arrows into it.
Okay.
Yeah, sharpshooter.
I've put a rectangle where my character should be. Now I won't get confused again.
Mother
That is a
of
definite
God.
hit. Roll your damage.
Mother of God!
Okay. You
That was
fire
max damage.
you fire the straight into its neck. The horse honestly rears up and goes, and then slowly falls to the ground before exploding in a furious ball of hellfire before disappearing as ash on the wind.
Is it actually dead this time?
Yep, it is actually 100% dead.
With a bonus action, then I'll move my hunter's mark onto the one spider I can see over here.
Okay.
Double check the range a minute.
You're good, 45.
Gotcha. Okay.
And yeah, second strike.
Okay. I mean, yeah, that's a hit. That's a hit. Go ahead. Okay, you fire. You almost do a trick shot as you fire the. Let's see. Yeah, you almost do a trick shot as it fire almost bounces off one of the edge of the crypt and it slams straight into its thorax. It lets out a strange shriek. Doesn't kill it, but has done a very grievous wound to it.
I'm getting snookering you. Anyone seen that show?
Okay. And with that, Maldraff, you're up.
Right. I think Maldras sees just like the horde of enemies coming. Is like, right, well, calls for drastic action. And I'd like to cast.
Okay.
I can't ping him.
Right.
So I'm
Okay.
going to cast it on the one that's got the skull on it. So that 20 foot should
Okay.
reach everything except for me and just ruin everyone else's day.
Okay, yes. So with that, let me just see the fog spreads. Each creature enters the spell for the first time on a turn or the start of its turn. Okay, so we'll roll that damage as soon as it comes to its turn. As a dark cloud of the toxic fumes slowly enters that area.
And would I be able to use my spiritual weapon as bonus action just to thwack one of the dogs?
Yes, you are. Let's see. That's a direct hit. It's on the dogs. Go ahead.
It's not too bad.
Okay. As the dogs are trying to respond to the dark cloud, the scythe swings through the air and slams straight into the neck of one of them, almost killing it, but it thrashes around at this pain and slowly falling into it. And that it comes to Jean. You're up. Keep in mind that you can now see a dark, toxic-looking cloud slowly filling this area.
Okay. When a creature enters the area for the first time. So
We do
I'm
know
not going
there's-
to enter the area.
Yeah, we do know that there's something else where the spiders came from.
6. Actually, because we're kind of face down with a wall of enemies with breath weapons, I'm going to double back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And wall off this area with Maldrath, completely circling or completely avoiding the toxic cloud.
Okay.
And I would like to make 2 silver sword attacks on.
Okay.
Should be an advantage of 10 and a 26.
Okay, the 10 misses, the 26 hits. As you come and swinging at the dog, it manages to sort of buck up and sort of parry the blow out of the way with the scythe that's still embedded in its neck. But you then come down and lash onto it. Go ahead and roll your down.
Okay, I tried to, but it's not.
There we go.
There we go. 12.
And that instantly kills it as you slam down on the other side of the neck, and it lets out the last. It freezes and before collapsing into a pile of embers and disappearing on the wind.
Nice. Where is Elias?
Pretty far away. I put a red X where, a red square rather. Where
I
it should
see
be.
that.
Okay, gotcha. In that case, I will focus dead ahead, and if you come closer, I'll do the other thing I can do. That's me, and
Okay.
on that note, I will be back shortly. Tell me how screwed I get.
Okay, so with that, we're now going to have to roll multiple Constitution saves for these creatures as on their turn. They're in the toxic cloud. There's let me see. Let us bring up the sheets for the giant.
So it's when they enter it the first time or start their turn there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so while I'm doing these rolls, roll 5d8 poison damage.
I was hoping to be more, but
Okay, so, and your spell DC is?
16.
Okay, so, only one of them makes it. The spiders all you once they're essentially being affected by but essentially a giant, almost like a giant cloud of bug spray, as they all roll onto their backs and their legs slowly curl up as they all
There go the spiders.
Yeah.
except for one who only just succeeded.
Yeah, he takes half damage then.
And
I
is
think.
and is just about alive but looking very groggy. And as for the hell,
I'll teach them for making webs in my game shelves.
that also fails, so he also takes the full damage. The hound is coughing and spluttering in front of you, but it takes another breath and is just going to try. Actually, no, he cannot do that. Instead, it is going to charge forward and try and bite down on you.
You like breathing? How'd you like that air?
$18.
I believe that misses.
Okay.
Yep.
No, it tries to leap at you, but you step back just in time as it slams its jaws to the ground, and it can only just ground medicine. And whilst that is going on, you see this is a ghostly figure suddenly flit out of the gap, and it feels me to do this, but Jean is the closest person to it, so it is going.
Say, does that get affected by Cloud Kill? Because that should be in it.
Admittedly, it was inside the structure at the time, so I don't know if that would have
Like, as soon as it enters it, I think it needs to...
If it starts the turn or enters it for the first time.
Okay, good point. In that, actually, no, wait. It's got the immunity to poison, so forget all that. Okay.
Is it immunity to poison or immunity to being poisoned? Because I think that's two different things.
It has both, so
Okay.
yeah, it's immune to being poisoned and it is immune to poison damage, and it is going to make a life-threatening attack on let's see, yeah, it's going to make a life-threatening attack on Jean, and it does make the hit. So actually, oh, I'm an idiot. I'm reading the wrong attack. Oh, thank God it misses. Okay, so it tries to reach out a ghostly hand to attack Jean, but Jean is able to duck out of the way. And with that, the figure just zips back into the confines of this. Back into the confines. Slips back into one of the graves and out of your sight. And with that, yes, the wolf spider still has one move left, I believe. And okay, it's gonna try and crawl towards you, but it's can only move about that much distance. So, with that, that is the end of the turn. Keldrin, you're up. You are a giant water elemental.
Splash, splash. I saw something move over here, so I'm going to go there. 1, 2, 3. Oh gosh. 4. Is this door open?
Actually, it is not.
I don't think she would have realized that the thing went in. Oh well, I'm just gonna keep going until I'm in these guys' space and I'm going to whelm them. So they must make a DC 15 strength saving throw. Please, both of them.
Okay, so both fail.
And they take 2d8 plus 4 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, so
And are grappled. They're
okay.
restrained and unable to breathe unless they can breathe water.
Okay, so with that, you slam on top of these two creatures. The spider is just instantly dead. Like it's like it's just this amount of water that's larger than even it itself. It just slams on top of it and just instantly dies from there. The like coughs and splutters and tries to kick out. It is literally it's just holding on for dear life at this moment.
Okay, in that case, can you double check for me? I'm not sure if a whelm is a bonus action or an action, or what the fuck is it? It's a recharge ability.
Yeah, but it's an action.
It's an action. Okay. Then that's it. That's my turn.
Okay, so you just sort of slammed onto it, and also let me just check.
Gotta try and get some sharks
Okay,
in
you're
there.
immune to... Yeah, you're immune to poison as well, so we don't need to worry
Yes.
about cloud kill. Okay.
Well, then I'm going to move one. No, I like them being grappled and restrained. Sorry, Elias. I haven't worked with you long enough to know that you don't. Just gonna
Okay. Okay.
Keep
so...
chomping on this one.
So, Maldraff, you are now confronted with the strange side of this giant being of water that's just suddenly slammed on top of the... Maldraff, rather. You're confronted with the side of this giant being of water that's just slammed on top of the creatures, killing the spider, and leaving the hellhound pretty much like a drowning puppy in a pool go...
It kind of manifests a teeny little watery arm and waves at you.
That was a great point to come back. How much damage did I take?
None, actually. You managed to dodge the hand of a spectral wraith. Anyway.
Maldred's just gonna be
Nice.
like, I've seen some waves in my time, but that's a new one. Hey.
Alrighty, and with that, we come back to the top of the round. Elias, you're up.
Alright. A lot of action is audibly happening down there, right?
Mm-hmm. You can hear a lot of water, a ghostly shriek, and some dogs whimpering.
Fantastic. I can see one of the dogs from here. I'm just going to shoot it.
Okay. That is a definite hit. Ryan. Yeah, that was overkill. You either bolt straight at this dog as it's sort of splashing around, desperately trying to get out of this massive water that's pinning it down. The arrow flies through. It lands straight into the hellhound who would last. Letting out one last. It evolves into a pile of embers that get washed up in the water.
Man, that dog really didn't want its bath.
With that, I'm going to move behind the armored individuals, and then I see everything that's going on and think I'm probably safer just behind them. So that's where I'll stay.
Okay. And with that, we come to Seth.
I'm gonna move up a bit. Everything I can see is dead at the moment, isn't it?
Hmm.
So I'm gonna hold my action till I can see something, and then I'll pump an arrow into.
Okay. And with that, Maldraff, you're up.
So if I'm reading this right, the cloud kill should just start rolling away from me, I guess.
Okay, so it then starts traveling downwards towards the back of the chamber.
So gotta keep my concentration on it, so it just carries on rolling. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm not
that's fair.
expecting any allies in here, so whatever it gets, it gets.
Keep rolling.
Hey.
Dated reference. Oh, it's
Um,
dated as sharks in that
copyright
tornado. Oh no! The most
did I-
fearsome.
Did I see which way that ghost flitted off to?
You saw it lunge for Jean from around where Keldrin is standing now and flick to around here.
Yeah, that's where I thought it was going. So I'm going to move myself back and see if I can find. Yeah, I got plenty of. Oh, the door's around the front. Okay. So I should be able to sneak round the front without getting hit by my own cloud kill, I believe.
And it is now rolling across, so yeah.
Okay. Can I ease this door open and have a look inside?
Give me one second. Yeah, you're able to open the door, and you see either way through it's essentially preparing for the battle. It's sound like
Okay.
English.
No subtitles,
Speak
unfortunately.
it.
I love Maldraf's demeanor to absolutely anything. Alright then.
He is like the coolest guy. Yeah, I'm just going to charge him and just make a melee attack.
Okay, go for it. That is a clean hit. And it does. Sorry.
There we go.
Okay, so let me double check. Yeah. Okay, so you slam the blade straight into this creature. The black flame ignites. It manages to. It tries to duck out of the way, but you still know you did you still know that it did a decent amount of damage on it as it shrieks and tries to avoid your.
That will do, I think, unless I can call my spiritual weapon over here a bit closer for a bonus act. So I imagine it'll probably take a few.
Sorry, just
turns.
processing the damage. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. It just gets in there. So yeah, go ahead and make your spiritual weapon attack.
The
That
scythe
may or
just
may not have
pops
rolled.
out
I
of-
don't know.
The scythe just pops out of water, Keldrin.
I did roll something. Oh, there it goes.
There we go. That is a hit. As it shrieks and raises it up, the scythe comes in and slices straight through its ghostly form and does a considerable amount of damage to it.
Goddamn undead.
When spiritual weapon pulls its weight, it pulls its weight.
Yeah.
Almost makes up for itself.
It's still got some fighting spirit, but it is looking considerably weaker at this point. And with that, Jean, you're up.
Okay, so
Children kind of
heard-
squeezes out of the way so you can pass if you want to.
Just running past like
So,
splash, 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 splash.
I heard the wraith speak
No, it's
Maldrath, right?
you know where it is. It attacked you and then disappeared into the building. You're fully aware of where.
I know where it is, but can I put that voice together with the one I heard commanding the dogs?
I'll give you this for free and say yes. That was exactly what it was.
Cool. And Elias is not, in fact, in front of the crypt, right?
No.
He's
Okay.
where that red square is.
All right, I'm going to move around here, look inside, see the wraith, and just. You know what? No, I'm not going to do it the honor of the sun sword. I'm just going to come in and silver sword this asshole.
Okay. You come in and make your attack. Go.
Oh,
An 11 and a 17. I know the first one doesn't hit.
Okay. It comes in for a swipe, and as you do thrust, you see it. At first, it's like smirks at you, but then something has another look at the weapon. Its eyes widen and manages to swerve its way out of the first thrust. But you're able to thrust and then convert it into a side slash, and the attack slices across its ghostly belly, and you notice it shriek as it reacts to the silver on the blade. Go ahead and roll the damage.
Push to talk.
I keep this weapon for a reason. 13 points of silver damage.
Okay, it's still alive, but it really does not like being hit by the silver. It shrieks and goes,
You know what? You know what? I'll as it says that, I'll look at it and say, all the same to you. Action surge.
Go for it.
27 and 13.
Both hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
I live on seeing the combined damage, so I'm going to roll it manually.
Okay. You land another slash across its belly as you front back. It swirls and tries to get it out of the way, like flitting between the building. But as he does so, you rake it across his back, and with one last, you watch its form shriek, dissolve, and dissipate into nothing.
I'll just sort of ready my blade at my side, look over at Maldrath and say, "That's Tuesday for us, isn't it?"
It's never a good day when they mess with two holy avengers.
And that's my turn.
Alrighty. And it comes out of their turn, and your wet weapons prepared.
Keldrin swishes from one side to another. Bloop, bloop. Splish, splish.
So it's from side to side in an aggressive manner. You wait, weapons drawn, until finally there was only silence. Looks like you're okay for now.
The
In
water
that case-
elemental kind of shrinks into a half puddle.
And as nothing else comes, I'll just let out a sigh and say, "Well, first wave, it seems. Not badly handled."
I think there's quite a few waves there.
I'll dismiss the cloud kill so we don't accidentally walk into it.
Okay.
How many of my arrows am I able to recover? Because
Maldrath casts Dispel Fart.
Yeah.
Ignoring that, I will say
The rules say you recover half, but I'm not sure.
Yes.
I will say I will say just for the context of the story, any you used on the horse, you wouldn't be able to recover because it exploded in a shard of fire. But I would say, yeah, but I with that at the title, which I'd say, yeah, you are able to recover about half your.
I'll go same with bolts. There you go.
Okay.
Used up a couple.
Yeah, unfortunately that leaves me with, I've got 8 arrows left now, guys.
Yeah,
Oh, shite.
I don't have many bolts left either, to be fair. I only carry one quiver of 20 because otherwise I can't hide it.
Well, in that case,
I do have this fancy long metal tube thing.
Oh God, Seth with a gun!
It's one of those,
I would
one
like
of those
to-
mechanical things that you don't trust, though, isn't it?
Yeah, they always misfire, you see.
Okay, I'd like to just step out and say, Elias, I heard you take some kind of. Are you in the area, by the way?
Yes, after the action subsides.
Okay. As you reappear, I'll say, I heard the horse. Oh, it did attack you. Right. Let's try this out again. I will dump 20 points of lay on hands into you. Because you took a shit ton of damage.
Yeah, anyone else who needs healing, just, make their way to Maldrath, whatever, and we'll...
Thank you. Now I'm only slightly smouldering.
That's the story of my life, and the story of my life. Doing as much good in as little ways as possible. Apparently, not badly handled, I think.
You you say as you're standing in the middle of an undead crypt with a giant water elemental behind you.
Which is sadly glooping to itself.
I'll glance around and just say, well, provided we encounter nothing else, what say we clear out the remainder of these tombs before we move on. Ensure there's no further surprises.
Watery thumbs up. Oh, also, Keldrin squishes herself to like an inch in size and kind of wiggles underneath the door of this crypt and then comes back out and is like a puppy, like, look what I can do.
Doing it repeatedly, sort of back and forth.
Yeah.
I see that, and I know this. It's a shame your webcam's not working because John
Is it still not working? I see you guys.
Nope.
Ah!
Let me reconnect. Watch me disappear.
Oh, we're gonna lose everything now. Anyway.
See, like when you started that sentence, I was expecting, in Terminator 2, when like the liquid Terminator sort of just rises up out the floor, like, just like a Keldrin-shaped figure starting just to appear.
Yeah. Bloop, 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 bloop.
Let me know if reconnecting fixes it, because I'm afraid to reconnect myself, because I might lose some of the ones I already have.
It does not.
Okay.
I'm just gonna restart Chrome, you guys. Just keep going.
We're fixing it in
actually,
mind.
this might be with the combat. With the combat now down, this might be a good time to take a quick break because I'm running out of TP anyway. So, our heroes will continue to search the script after a 5-10 minute break. Although, of course, there is no break on the stream.
Don't go anywhere, my friends. We will be right back. That's the end of part 1, but because this is on YouTube and thanks to the magic of editing, part 2 is coming right up, so don't go anywhere. If you like the video, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already for more awesome content. And if you want to be kept up to date with any videos coming on the channel, be sure to follow me on social media or hit that notification bell down below. You can also hit the share button there to get a link if you know anyone else that might love this content. And with that said, here's part 2. Welcome back to the Curse of Strahd. Jonin, what the devil is going on?
Well, currently you're grave robbing. The last grave you investigated was over here, so if you really want to go through all of them again...
Yes, we need to find arrows.
Yeah, there's that, and like, from Jean's perspective, there might either be holy artifacts squirreled away here, or dead people that need releasing.
And making dead again.
Did my goddamn camera disconnect again?
I think it's for some reason our Roll20, the instant I start playing music, it's like, okay, you can only have like 6 webcams or 1 music, or 5 and 1 music track. You can't have...
Well, I will be the willing sacrifice. This is fine. It's because I'm a girl, isn't it?
Speaking of repairing things, Elias did see that Jean's crossbow did break along with theirs. Would you like me to look at that?
In character, getting in the accent, I'll just nod and say, truth is I'm new to this weapon, so I imagine you know more about it than I do.
Well, I'm used to repairing it, if you'd let me.
I shall hand it over.
Alright. Elias is going to take it into that, is it a grave or a cell that's directly in front of them?
Yeah. In fact,
I don't think we've actually explored that one, so be careful.
Yeah.
yes. In all the excitement, I forgot to read the description of it. You now see, above it is Artemis, builder of the keep. Val standed amidst the monument to his life. And you just see a skeleton draped in rags lying on top of a marble slab in the center of the crypt, but nothing more than that.
No arrows.
Nope.
Poop.
Whilst that's going on, I'll have a look in the script over here.
Okay.
Alright, if no one has eyes on Elias, if anyone has eyes on him, they'll start repairing Jean's hand crossbow. If no one has eyes on them, they'll take a quick look around and they'll bring out their broken one and fix that. I'm going to use the Tinker Tools. I imagine I will have to roll for my proficiency
yes.
plus dexterity.
Yeah, I'm watching because I know this catacomb is empty. I'm pretty much watching Maldrath, so
Wait. Did we finish this row up here?
No, you did not.
Okay.
Well, that wasn't great.
I'll say you do a fairly decent job. You managed to fix the jam. You don't know if you managed to fix the jam. You're not sure if it will jam again, but it should be able to fire at least once or twice.
Right, is that John's one?
I presume it's the one you did first, so yeah.
Okay. It's not going to look good on me if I hand him a shoddy piece of work, so I will try again. You get 2 tries before you can do anything again. Like, normally, it's DM's discretion.
Yeah, it's what normally I'd say you get 2 attempts at it, yeah.
That was only marginally better.
You managed to get it so that it's functional, or at least it's it will definitely work consistently now.
All right, Elias, I'll hand it over.
I'll nod my thanks and yeah, I'll just nod my thanks and say, "This will work. Thank you."
Okay. First off, Maldrath, and the one you're investigating, above it has Shasha Iliskova, wife. Webs as thick and pale as linen. Okay, actually, never mind the description. You quickly recognize from some of the scratches and piecing together some of the memories that this was where the vampire spawn was living.
Is there anything in there at all?
Sadly, no.
And
While he's doing that, I will pick through this one.
Guys, we're gonna lose track of what we've been and what we haven't been.
Okay, let me just check something.
Which
is tough enough as it is.
I know, right?
Okay, so the top one over here, which Keldrin's investigating.
I was just putting myself there as a marker that this is the last one that we've investigated.
Oh, okay. In that case, we'll move to the one on as it was. You look forward, and it says the stone doors to this crypt has carefully been laid to one side. Though swirling mist of the perpetual through the swirling mist of the perpetual fog on the floor, engraved the letters spell out the name Irina Kolyana, wife.
Oh!
Holy shit!
The grave is empty and has been swept clean. This was it doesn't take long to put 2 and 2 together and realize, this was totally where Strahd was going to keep her once he turned her into a vampire.
What a douche!
Oh, world's better off without him. Better and better every day.
And
Understatement of this game.
DM, if I'm not being observed by any party, I'm going to switch out my crossbow and fix it.
Okay.
Or attempt to fix it, I should say.
Right, so.
Is there anything in this one that I'm looking in currently?
Okay, I will tell you in just a second. Again, you're wondering if maybe you should calm down and rethink things, because again, you managed to fix the jam, but you don't know if it will fire well the next time.
Yeah, I can't roll above a 6, evidently. If I have time, I'll give it another attempt, another tinker.
Okay, meanwhile, with Mount Undrafting Crypt 23, above it is Sir Eric von der Bucks. Sir Eric von der Bucks was a wealthy noble whose dying wish was to have his corpse dipped in molten gold, according to the marble slab you see inside. And as you see, the corpse is literally covered in gold.
I mean, you can't take it with you, so, I mean, whatever.
Yeah, that's a bit morbid.
Meanwhile, Elias, you take a deep breath, refocus yourself, and you're able to fix it to, but it's now perfectly, it's now in tip-top condition. It's working perfectly, and the bolts are coming, gliding in and out much faster than they were previously.
Also, by the way, Pass Without a Trace is still up.
Oh, yeah.
That's true, so you are not extra stealthy right now. Okay, so, which crypt are you investigating next?
After all the racket.
I'm going to check these last two up here with Keldrin. There's two there, isn't there?
Okay. Yes, yes.
Yeah,
there
I'll
are,
pick
and
through these. I'll pick through these two because I know the row above us is done.
Okay, yeah, this one was done. That and these two are done because the one I just pinged was the gun, and this is the one with the empty shaft that led down to the monsters that started Keldrin and started this whole fight.
Cool. In that case, I will go. Oh, you're marking them. Awesome. I will go to this one.
I just got my
just do them in order.
freehand tool out. Whenever we get one, I'll try and mark it off.
Okay, so very, very quickly, we'll say that Andre needs to explore the one up there. As you shove the door open with your watery hands, you see above of the words Kazan. His word was power. And as you open it, a skeleton draped in rags lies on top of a marble slab in the center of the crypt. The skull is black opal set into its eye sockets and shards of amber where its teeth should be.
I like black opal. Yeah.
I imagine
Keldrin's
the water elemental is going.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, the water elemental is just gonna gloop in and just kind of engulf the skeleton and see if anything happens.
You manage to pick up the skeleton. You embrace a watery hand over it, and then sort of wrap yourself around it, expecting yourself to be hit with any kind of attack. But so far, nothing. The skeleton just kind of slooshes about out in your watery form.
I deposit it back, and then I'm gonna how do I do this? I have a slam attack, so you know what? I'm gonna slam attack its skull. Just crush.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take the stones and just gloop them up into my body.
You slam your skull straight down, shattering whatever remained of this poor man's head. The gems fly out into the air and are then just sort of caught up and just carried along the flow of your watery body. And so
I'm sorry.
So kind of like a shielding effect in like old Dragon Age games, the opal eye gems and the 8 amber teeth are now just kind of spiraling around your form and just getting caught up in the flow. So you now have two For the inventory, you now have 2 opal gems that are worth 1,000 gold apiece, and 8 amber teeth that are worth 100 gold apiece.
Holy crap!
Meanwhile, the grave that Seth is investigating, it says, Elsa Falona von Twitterberg, beloved actor. She had many followers. A skeleton draped in rags lies on top of a marble slab in the center of the crypt. 9 shallow archives are carved into the surrounding walls. The black wall of each alcove is painted with a full-body picture of a handsome man. Some of the men wear fine clothes, others wear armor. At the feet of the painting rests a skull on top of the pile of bones.
Could you
Nothing
ping me
else
there?
of note in there?
Unfortunately, no. It appears to have been it appears to be just a depiction of the actress and what you presume are their fans.
The loaded hobos.
Meanwhile, in the crypt where Jean is investigating, it says, you look up, and funnily enough, it says, Patricia Velikovna, bride. You open the crypt and it's empty, but you then realize, oh, this would have been where Casimir's sister would have been laid to rest if we hadn't done the whole ritual.
Right, that's that dealt with.
Ah, I thought we'd already done this one. I'm super confused because there's so much line blocking.
That's fair. So where are you right now?
I'm in just the middle, but yeah.
Yes. Yeah, no, I see what you're saying. Okay. The next one says Maldraff has investigated the middle one.
I'll
Above
stay
it,
in
if I could-
reach.
You look inside, and at first you feel an ominous presence. You step inside, it seems to be nothing but darkness. And it's when there you hear... as you step inside and try to begin to investigate, you hear a voice. You hear a quiet voice in your ear. Your power is great indeed, but I will find you and kill you and everyone you know and love.
I'd be lying if I said that was the first time I've heard that.
And with one last silent, the voice fades away.
Did just Maldraff hear that?
Just Meldraff.
So I'm taking it the cell is completely empty.
Yeah, pretty much.
Was the return Maldraff made audible? You speak that out
I mean,
loud.
I said it out loud.
Yeah.
Who are you talking to?
Is that voice the same voice we heard after we killed Strahd?
It was, yes.
Okay, I'll just say it was our friend, the voice on the wind, saying that she's going to kill everyone I know and love, and presumably myself. I wasn't paying attention to that bit, but it goes to figure that she would kill me too.
Great. I see. That's a development. Just steps back into the middle of the room where they can see everybody and exits.
I'll
Casually backtracking like,
can I hear this conversation going on?
I would say from where you are, probably not.
Okay. In that case, I'm going place to place until I find a dragon's head.
Oh.
Well, first off, there's this up here.
Okay, so.
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Okay, first off, so. As I explained the Madame, it says, Intri Seek Vallo. He spurned wealth for knowledge he could take to heaven. And inside you see a skeleton draped in rags on top of marble slab in the center of the crypt. Most of the bones appear dusty and neglected, but the skull is very well polished.
Where's that at? Could you shift click me over there?
Okay.
Sweet.
Okay. Not much else to say aside from that.
I'll
Touch it.
just
What's so special
I'll just-
about the skull?
Poke the thing.
I'll just point my sword in there and say, considering the circumstances, that skull is suspiciously well kept. I wouldn't be able to tell why, but perhaps one of you.
Could I make an Arcana check on it?
Go ahead. You're not 100% sure why. The only thing you can think of is that it was for some kind of ritual purpose, but you're not 100% sure what anyone would do with a well-kept skull.
I kind of go bloop bloop, and I wave, and I point at myself, and I point at inside, and shrug.
I'll shrug back and say, you are welcome to try it. Just be careful.
Bloop bloop bloop. I'm gonna go inside and just kind of poke the skull.
You poke the skull, and for a brief moment the head rocks slightly back and forth, and then just stays there.
I kind of put my hand in it and kind of like around it and kind of like lift it. Does it do anything?
Nope. It just sort of rests in your watery grasp.
Is this some sort of
Floats in my
macabre
hand.
bobblehead?
It is starting to sound like that, yes.
I
Oh
I
my
would like
god!
to.
Does
I
it,
would.
does it increase your intelligence by 1? Sorry,
No.
Fallout.
I would like to examine it to see if there's anything written on the underside or covered by it.
Okay, go ahead and make either a perception check or an arcana check.
I would also like to start casting as a ritual detect magic. In
Okay.
contemplation.
Alrighty, so first off, Keldrin, you look at the skull, it looks like a perfectly normal skull that for some reason has been polished to a great shine. And as you detect magic, you begin to sense that Intri's skull does contain a fate or a necromancy magic.
Okay, that concerns me.
I mean, Keldrin knows nothing of this and just puts the skull back.
That-
And just turns to the others and shrugs.
Okay. I'm gonna take out a ring with a pearl on it, and I'm gonna... Because Keldrin touched it and nothing weird happened, right? Well, I mean,
Yes.
Keldrin is currently water, so that's weird as it is, but...
Yes.
I'm gonna put on the pearl ring, and then I'm gonna touch it with that and identify it.
Maldrath would like
Okay.
to just observe this.
Ditto.
Okay. You identify. You take with the ring. You take a long look at the skull, and you identify that the magic is. It's kind of a leftover from a previous spell, which eventually it takes a while, but eventually it locks on, and you realize that it's a leftover from a Speak with the Dead spell.
Okay.
This guy had knowledge that they were clearly trying to use even after his passing.
Someone you speak with the dead with these remains. They had some information that was worthy such a feat.
Well, when it comes to necromancy, it's perhaps the least bad thing that could happen. Still, it's good to know that.
How long do I have to rest to switch a spell out?
I think it's a long rest.
Yeah, because it's every time you wake, you can set new prepared spells.
Son of a gun.
We could take the skull with us.
That is a good idea. Well,
I mean,
Marvel
I-
didn't say that, but
don't want to carry it, but
I'll say...
Maldras is very conflicted because he doesn't like the idea of disturbing people's rest.
Yeah,
So-
I'll say... As tempting as the offer of this individual's information is, I would rather not disturb the deceased here any more than has already been done.
well, you smashed a skull in the last room. What's so bad about taking
Nobody
this?
knows that.
Okay.
Maldras doesn't know that.
Yeah, I don't either.
Was that door closed? Was it?
Well, we were just very far away.
Hmm.
Keldrin has just mysteriously acquired some amber teeth.
I'll say,
To be fair, she was going for the opals, but waste not, want not.
I'll say then. I'll leave the decision in your hands, Maldorath. In the meantime, Elias, would you like to help me clear out this side of the room?
Elias nods. Floats the skull back to the ground.
I'll place the skull back where it was originally and just make a mental note to, if we come back this way, try and speak with the dead prepared.
So, like, Elias has a bit of trepidation here, because not sure if this is a come over here, I want to speak to you privately, or a come over here to actually investigate. So, makes a way over there.
Roll insight.
Yeah, I will actually, because that is apparently what they're thinking.
Hmm.
As I drop my phone, which has my character sheet on it, on the ground.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Whilst he's doing that, I will describe the room Keldrin.
I just moved there. I just moved there to have
okay.
an eye line. I'm not looking at that room yet.
Okay, fair enough.
20. Oh god. Okay. Yeah. 24. He's just asking for a helping hand.
Okay, because, like, I might not have gone over there.
Okay, so, Jean, you investigate that one?
Yes.
Could you move me over there? I just see darkness. That's not a
Okay.
metaphor.
Okay, hang on. Okay, you should be in line now.
I'm still in a massive darkness.
Okay, why?
I don't know, maybe things have started to take a turn for the worst, maybe... Maybe darkness has been all around us this whole time.
Hello,
Everything's going
dankness,
black.
my old friend.
I'm so cold.
Does my does my character have...
Your character has sight, I'm looking
Okay,
for
now
that
I
so-
now I can see.
Okay, phew. Right. Okay, so getting back to this one reads Ivan Ivanishkov, the champion of the winter dog racing. This race goes to the swift, but vengeance is for the loser's relatives. A skeleton draped in bits of fur lies atop of a marble slab in the center of the crypt. The walls and ceiling are covered in plaster paint. The The walls are covered in plaster, painted to make the crypt seem as if it stands in an evergreen forest surrounded by snow. The plaster is peeled and has fallen away in places, shattering the illusion. It contains nothing of interest.
Yeah, my detect magic is still up, so if there's nothing magical, I wouldn't see it.
Yeah, it's nothing in there, I'm afraid.
I'll move to the wall crypt, because that's where you found the last major thing.
Alright, this one says, Stefan Gogovich, first counselor to King Baro von Zarevich. The skeleton, draped in rags, lies on top of a marble slab in the center of the crypt. Most of the bones appear dusty and neglected, but the skull is very well polished. And you detect the same necromancy again. This is another skull that they seem to have been keeping around for speaking with the dead.
Clearly a similar
This
thing.
seems to be a thing. This seems to be a theme. Right. I'll move down to this one now.
Okay. Okay. Alrighty. So this one reads, Prefect Cyril Romulich, beloved King Barov beloved of King Barov and Queen Ivanovia, High Priest of the Most Holy Order. A marble slab in the center of the crypt displays a skeleton draped in red vestments, a gold holy symbol clutched in one bony hand. The domed ceiling 15 feet above is painted to look like a canopy of trees with bright autumn leaves. A narrow stone ledge encircles the crypt 10 feet above the floor. Perched on it are dozens of stone ravens, their eyes fixed on the marble slab.
Ooh.
Any magic?
Okay, it seems that there is a lot of radiant magic dwelling within the holy symbol, but that's about it.
Interesting.
The symbol itself, is it attached to anything?
No, it's just sort of clutched in the figure's hand.
Would a
So-
mage hand be able to detach it from a distance?
Probably yes.
We'll attempt so.
Do I recognize the symbol at all?
I will say you recognize it as the symbol of the Morning Lord. It's essentially the same older interpretation of Pelor that existed throughout Barovia, including the Order of the Silver Dragon.
Odd sigil to find down here.
It has restoration magic. One air of that to it.
It may have effects that we could put to use in this place. Otherwise, I hate to disturb it.
I will attempt to identify it as well. That will take a little while.
Okay. I will say, as you take a little while to sit there and focus on it, it slowly tunes, and you realize that the magic, it's not so much healing, it's more of a... It feels like it's a bunch of radiant energy contained within it, almost like it's waiting for something to trigger it.
Right, that is potentially much worse. Maybe it was a trap. If the coffin in there, right?
Yes.
Yeah, if it was opened. Okay. Just gonna put it back with the mage hand, not go in.
Okay.
Drop it back.
Yeah, best I think in and out of character, it's best to leave that alone.
Okay.
Right, let's typewriter our way along. I'll go into this one.
Okay. You guys gonna split up, or are you just gonna give it to the same one?
Let's all split up. I'll go to the skinny dipping
Yeah.
area.
Okay.
And Jonan, you have to read all of them out at the same.
Yeah, that's fair.
Seth, you go to the abandoned amusement park.
That's it.
I'll go to the haunted fairground.
Yeah.
I'll enter this mausoleum. Meddling kids.
Someone needs to check the boarded up mines.
I was about to say mines as well.
Okay. Above that crypt it says, "We only knew him by his wealth." You open. The crypt is empty. Its walls are painted to depict mountains of gold.
Okay, any magic in the room?
You don't. Let's see. You do. It's odd. You don't detect any magic in the room. You do detect some below.
Below the room.
Yes.
Can I do an investigation? Can I look in the room to see if I can find a trapdoor or something?
Okay. Yeah. Make an investigation check.
Alright. That's... My perception is much better than investigation, but I rolled an 18.
That's
Okay.
still high.
You detect that. You have a look at the indentations of the floor, and you realize that there is a trapdoor, probably one that's triggered by weight.
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Oh wait, I will... Yeah, there's a trapdoor in this room.
Bloop.
It's triggered by weight.
Oh,
I'm going to puddle my way over it and kind of try and seep through the cracks.
Okay, now here's an interesting question.
Does that count as weight?
That's what I'm essentially trying to figure out. Yes. Okay, so I will say a large amount of water does count as you're slipping through the crack. Okay, so as you slip through the cracks, you fall down a 30-foot drop, and you see that you kind of slip through the cracks of the doors aren't shut, and you notice you come straight into contact with a lot of spikes.
Well, I am not immune, but resistant to all piercing, bludgeoning, slashing from non-magical attacks. So
Okay, I'm just gonna roll these then. Okay, so round that down, you take 8 points of piercing damage as the water just lands on top of all of these.
splash.
And you've noticed that down there, you see a human skeleton wrapped in the sturdy leather armor amid the spikes, with a shining lantern and a crowbar nearby. Tied to the corpse is some rope. You see a dagger, a small, what looks to be money pouch,
Arrows?
and a wooden tube next to it.
I kind of splish around to show that I'm okay.
Is it open?
And-
Can we see down?
Oh, that's the problem. It's not open. You slid through the cracks. You haven't actually triggered it.
okay. It's triggered by weight, so if, say, Maldrath and I get on either side of it, could we double team and just push the trap down?
Also,
It would trigger the instant you stepped on it.
I mean, not stepping on it, but
think-
on either side, just bear our weight down on it from
Yeah,
the
they
other
wanna-
side of the door.
Push with their hands, right?
Trick
Get
it
down on
open.
your knees.
or just use
Okay.
one foot to push down whilst holding onto the door frame so we don't plummet to
All right.
spiky.
Make me a dexterity saving throw as you're doing this.
Come on, John. Yay!
19.
Okay, you place all your weight down on it, and you watch as the door slams open, waits for a few seconds, and then as soon as you take the foot off, snaps shut again instantly.
There's something magical down there.
In the meantime, I'm just gonna gather up all the bits and pieces that I find into my body and just wait for my party members. Just kind of sloshing around at the bottom.
Can I search for...
Okay.
Is it just weight activated, or could I search for a mechanism? I guess I could try and search for a mechanism, even if there isn't one, I could still search for it.
Make another investigation check.
Can I render assistance? Because I'm looking for a way to jam this thing, too.
Okay, yeah.
Holy shit!
Ooh.
You don't need it.
Okay, so you realize that the mechanism is tripped by weight. It's like, but you start thinking that as it pulls down, if you put something in the hinge, it is possible to probably jam it open. So it would have to be very quick, though.
Alright, with that in mind, we can jam it open. If you guys can push down on it again, I might be able to slide one of my tools inside of it and keep it open for a while.
Right.
Okay. Are we doing rolls again for that, or do we just know?
Yes, you do the
how
rolls
much
for
weight we
that.
can-
Yeah, you make the deck saving throws one more time. Yes, you make a dexterity check with your thieves' tools prefer.
I'm re-rolling that one.
Better.
Okay, so you managed to trigger the way to the trap again, and you just about managed to. It's a very fast mechanism, but you just about managed to get your thieves' tools in time, and the one half of the trapdoor slams shut, the other one's at a slight. Let's go.
Keldrin is at the bottom just waving at you with the skeleton floating around in her.
It looks like it's not gonna hold for very long as it goes.
I'll basically just toss down the 50-foot length of rope I have in my inventory.
I don't know how this is gonna work, but I suppose the water elemental.
Yeah, like you're able to grasp things.
What you need is a 50-foot straw.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I guess we said you've been able to grasp into the force. So Jean, you throw the rope down, you pull it back, and somehow you manage to get a mass of water on there.
I kind of try and elongate myself so that I'm like on lots of the rope at once.
Don't forget capillary action is a thing.
Yes, exactly.
So you coil round the rope as it's pulled back, and just in time you manage to bring out the skeleton of most of the belongings as it just slams shut.
And I just kind of split them out on the floor and then puddle away.
Okay, so you now find on the...
I'm keeping the opals, though.
Yes, you find on this corpse a 50-foot coil of hempen rope, a dagger, a pouch containing 25 platinum pieces, and when you pop open the wooden tube, which is the source of the magic, you discover a spell scroll for Magic Circle.
Right. Magic Circle.
Ooh.
Interesting. Well, let's... shall I safe keep the money? Because I'm carrying no money right now. And somehow we've gone this entire adventure without a bag of holding, so I will volunteer for that.
Okay.
Maldrath's just going to quickly put this fella to rest in like one of the other tombs, because it's got to be better than just being splopped onto the floor.
Indeed. There are a couple of empty crypts around you're able to put him in. The next one, which Seth is... above it, Of it, the door to this crypt doesn't have a name or epitaph on it. And from looking inside, it's empty except for 2 alcoves in the back wall. Above the alcoves are carved the following words: "Fools not pass these portals. Pass not these portals, ye foolish mortals." And your detect magic, Elias. You detect the alcoves radiate strong auras of conjuration magic.
Right, that's all kinds of not good. Yeah, there's definitely a trap here of magical nature. I don't have Dispel Magic.
Is
I
it worth
will-
a gamble. I don't think so.
Look, just considering what we see in there now, or don't, rather, I am in favor of leaving this one alone.
I do a perception check in the room. See if there's anything of note.
Yeah, sure, go
other than
ahead.
those.
Actually, you know what? I'll just any the time you see the 2 alcoves, but there's not much else you can detect aside from the conjuration magic.
Right, the alcoves themselves, there's nothing in them.
It appears to be the case visually.
Keldrin makes a mental note to go here and cast the spell magic once she's out of bloop.
And moving on to the next one. You see, in this crypt over here, which I presume is where you're going.
Yeah, just typewritering our way along, I guess.
Okay. Hey. Intense grave robbing action, everyone. As you go to 33, above this you see Sir Klutz Tribolowski. He tripped on his own sword. Sorry, he fell on his own sword. In the center of this crypt, atop a marble slab, human bones lie amidst an empty piece of rusty armor. Plunged through the armor's breastplate is a longsword.
Oh.
This poor bastard.
Take some doing
Is
to
belong-
skewer yourself on a longsword. I mean, how would you manage that?
Is the longsword magical?
No, it's not. It's just a regular longsword.
In that case, I'll just mutter, "Poor sod," and move on to the next one.
I think he was murdered. But this
Gotta
is not
speak
the
with
time.
dead and find out.
Okay, next up in this crypt, it says King Dostron, the Hellborn. Resting in the center of this crypt is a 7-foot-long gilded sarcophagus. Its lid painted with the likeness of a screaming king wearing a crown of horns. Looming behind the sarcophagus... Looming behind the sarcophagus is a stuffed owl bear frozen in a roar with claws outstretched.
Oh, nice.
Knock, knock. Sorry.
We were sharing this not joke before the stream, which is why I'm doing this anyway.
It's so good, let's live through it again.
Okay. Owlbear comes up to you. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Grr.
Grr, who?
Yes.
Somehow,
And
well,
that
the owlbear statue comes to life and tears you all to shreds. Anyway,
I'll say
oh,
not my platonic ideal of an eternal watchman, but I suppose I'm in no place to judge.
Nothing magical?
doesn't look like it.
Alright.
Okay, so you're headed over there. Okay, all moving as one. Right.
Roll20 is so slow it even like pauses when I try and put the X on him.
Oh my god. Okay. The next one we read is Tatsul Ellis, last of the line. A skeleton draped in rags lies on top of the slab in the center of the crypt. Mounted to the north, east, and south walls are 3 unlit torches in iron brackets.
I
Light the
mean,
torches.
I kind of want to light them and see what happens.
Do it, do it, do it, do it! Poke me out there!
One of either prestidigitation or minor illusion. I'm pretty sure it's prestidigitation can light candles.
Yeah, it's that one.
Yeah. Yeah, because illusion will be illusion. I'm so silly. Yeah, it is prestidigitation.
Yeah. You light the room. It appears you light all 3 of the torches. They burst into a bright flame, and it looks like the skull and bones are made of plaster.
Are you sure that like a little kind of doesn't that happen and a chest appears? Like Zelda Star?
Sadly, there's not even a jingle.
No.
Plaster though? Can I go up and inspect?
I'll save you time. It's just plaster.
It's fucking weird.
I'll just say, this land never ceases to surprise me.
I think a large amount of these rooms are just designed to throw us off the scent of finding good stuff.
It does seem to be the case, yeah. As you open, you can. I'll say, Seth, as you examine this one, it's above it. Bessophilis, the Wonder Horse. May flowers grow ever brighter where he trod.
Aww.
It's much larger than all the other crypts, 6 feet wide by 8 feet tall, and unfortunately, it's very clear that this is where he spent and the rest of or slept, but obviously there's nothing in there now.
Any like scorch marks around it at all?
Well, there are little bits of scorch marks here and there.
Well, the wonderful horse.
That's weirdly sad.
Yeah.
Maldrath will say a prayer for the horse and just be like, God, it looks so goddamn good on that horse.
Really pining for that horse.
Yep.
Oh,
one day.
Okay. As you look it up, the next one you see is General Carl Mad Dog Griskel, Master of the Hunt, a leader of hounds and men. You quickly figure out that no. You quickly discover. You quickly come to the conclusion that, oh, right, this is where the Hounds of the Wraithful came from.
Right. Oh my god, we killed the general. Okay.
Well, fixed his wagon.
Moving on. We're almost through this, guys. You look above it, it seems Growlmore Nibbledobs, Wizard Ordinaire. Lying on top of the hang on 1 second. Keldrin, did you just go straight across?
Yeah.
Okay, you'll make it there, but
here.
as you all start walking towards it, although Keldrin, as you suddenly step across, there is suddenly a and in a shot of light, Keldrin completely disappears.
Wait, what?
I just walked from here to here. That's it. I poofed, I guess.
Okay.
Bloop?
I'll call out for her.
You start calling out at Elias as you get closer to that area of the room. You detect a very strong magic coming from it. Specifically, if I can just find the where the heck is? There is so much going on here. Right. It does seem to be teleportation magic. Yes.
Yeah, like the one we found. That got us here. Well,
Well,
that's
gonna
possibly
have to go get her.
good news, because he hasn't disintegrated. Could this have been what the steed used to get around us?
Okay.
It might be. Do I hear any reply from Keldrin?
Okay, Keldrin, you are suddenly you find yourself suddenly in darkness, even at the bottom of the well, surrounded
I
by.
have dark vision.
But you are surrounded by. If I just move the token there, you end up back down the dark south. No, but you can feel several things around you. A second later, you hear. In response to you calling out, you actually hear Jean's voice, and you make a crying Aquan.
Bloop bloop.
And, which is coming from further back in the crypt.
I tell you, this episode is going to be full of bloopers.
Hey.
And then the entire room explodes, funnily enough.
I am
That was
just
amazing.
I'm just forcibly making myself not say glub, just so that the homestuckers don't come for you. So
I mean, I was
And-
worried that like all this crypt, like investigating would be a bit of a wash, but it's actually alright.
Originally, this Wights was just going to sum it up, and it brings up an entire army. No, joking. In Keldrin's place, this strange undead creature appears before you. And now we need you to roll it.
Me too?
Yes, you as well.
Cool.
Okay, lots of stuff happening.
Let's go with... Yeah, that's what to do.
Roll off with Elias.
Oh boy.
Actually, no, not.
You have a perfectly even chance of beating me.
And yet, I do not. The one time I actually do want to move fast because it's right in front of me.
Okay, so quickly round, it looks like Maldraff followed by. Okay, it looks like Maldraff followed by them, followed by Seth, followed by.
Me.
Okay, followed by. Yeah, followed by Seth, followed by Keldrin, then Jean, and finally Elias. Okay, so. Maldraff at the top of the round. A hideous undead creature has appeared before Elias.
Okay, literally just because it's undead, and that really sets Maldrath off. He is going to move behind it for flanking and hope that he doesn't just disappear in some sort of teleportation shenanigan.
You do so, and that's exactly what happens.
God damn it.
You see Maldraff vanish. I will let you know what happens then. But in that second, you see another Wight takes the place where Maldraff was.
Oh god.
And,
Turn them into whites.
and Maldraff.
Oh, it's a whitewash.
I do not like that pun, but I will respect that was a good one. Okay, good. Okay, so I'm now going to reveal where you guys are as okay, Lando, you find yourself in an incredibly dark pit in very close space and a lot of water.
I'm assuming I can still breathe though.
Just about.
Man, that would be
It's a
Try
very
and
tight
squeeze
space.
around him.
And it's also that you notice that there are several other Wights sharing this cell with you and the water.
Oh,
I mean, I can see in the dark as well, so
Which is us as well. Okay, so yeah, you are now in a very tight closed space with a massive water elemental on one side and two Wights next to you, and you still have your action if you want to attack.
I'm not locked in with them. They're locked in with me.
Fair point.
Does this count as flanking?
Not really.
Okay, well, I
Worth
guess.
a shot.
Well, I mean, I thought, a large water elemental would be enough to be.
Not quite the flanking position as the D&D rules, I'm afraid.
God damn the rules. Okay, I will just, I guess, attack the one to the left.
Okay. Hey, go ahead and make your attack. That is a definite hit. It's if anything, it's kind of hard to miss in this close quarters environment.
So
yeah, go ahead and roll damage.
with the channel divinity, is that another action by itself, or is that just you can add that on?
You can add that on. I do channel divinities all the time, so
Right. Then I will just absolutely just smash this with everything I can.
Okay.
So that's the damage for that.
Okay, you slam your weapon straight into the creature, and it snarls and heaves as you bring your spear up and jam it into its shoulder.
And the channel divinity would be equals 5 plus twice my level. Is that 25?
Okay. All right, you as the spear wrestles down, and you focus on the energy and cannonball and just blast it, and it throws it so the rest of the wall goes. You can see it smoking, and it is only just alive. It's barely held together.
And can I throw a spiritual weapon just as a fine?
Oh my god, this is going to be cramped. Yes, somehow there is just enough room above to have a floating spiritual weapon in this incredibly tight space.
Oh, so frustrating.
And unfortunately, it's kind of... It tries to swing down and then gets stuck in the wall above because there's just very little room.
It's trying. It's trying.
Me and you are going to have words after this.
Okay. And with that, we come round to them. Okay, first off, considering the action in the pit, this one is going to... it's going to slash at the water elemental attacking it. With 2 attacks, I believe...
what is
That
Roll20 doing?
Oh, that's right. I clicked on the wrong thing. That's why.
Yes.
Okay, so...
Yes to both.
Okay, both hit. It's desperately slashing you, trying to get away, although you are made of water. Yeah, you are made of water, so at the moment, it's basically just wild flaming, which is doing a tiny bit of damage to you, but not much. Okay, and this second one, it's going to try to attack you through Maldrafts. You're the closest threat to it. The first attack is a miss.
Oh.
As is its second attack, it is desperately trying to attack you, but again, crowd space, and I will say Flavor. It tries to raise its sword high, but it gets caught up in the spiritual weapon above. It's like,
Oh, that attack was not all white.
Meanwhile, this one comes across to attack you.
At disadvantage, I invoke my protection fighting style.
Okay. So the first one misses. As it tries to lunge in, you come in and us your sword to parry it away, and the second attack, which is supposed to have come by now. 17.
All right, the attack comes.
Okay, ignore that one.
Okay, I was like, oh no, a natural 20. Okay, the attack comes up. Elias puts their hand up to block it, and a shield appears blocking the strike for additional +5 AC.
Okay. Okay, so it's both attacks are blocked, and now the one next to you is going in for an attack. We'll ignore that one because that was a.
Oh, if it was gonna make that attack, that happens, cause I accept it.
Okay. Okay, the second one's a disadvantage. Actually, yeah, it's still disadvantage. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
well, actually, I hate to be that person, but it's against one enemy.
Okay, fair enough. So this one, it would have attacked. So you managed to block the sword strike as it comes in, and the second one, it's going with the first roll, it's a miss. So you managed to dodge and duck your way out of the attacks that it tries to come forth after you. And with that, that's their turn. So Seth, you're up.
Alright, my Hunter's Mark's probably dissipated by now, hasn't it?
It has, I'm afraid, yes.
Yeah, we're just going to put one into the white at the bottom there.
Lasts an hour, though.
We've
Okay,
had
that's fair.
several identifies done, and a detect
true.
magic.
Yeah, that would have been at least 10 minutes
Good
apiece
point.
for those, and we walked around a lot.
Actually,
Yeah.
that's a point. It's been an hour. Has my action surge come back?
Yeah, but you need to rest for an hour, no?
We didn't take any rests.
Yeah. Yeah, that is
just
definitely a rest, I'm
wondering.
afraid.
Just wondering because we didn't exactly do much.
Mm.
Oh, that was
it's
like an
still-
action-packed, tense situation every time we opened the door. I feel like that's not
Yeah,
rest.
but yeah, I'm afraid it's not an actual, like, you didn't actually go for a rest. You're still on the alert. Okay,
We didn't take a
so
breather,
that white
that's-
has the Hunter's Mark? Yeah.
No, I'm not putting one down.
Okay. All right, that's a hit. You go for an arcane shot that flies above.
Was it already injured?
No, these are two who are fresh in. And okay, you fire the arrow. It does an arc shot and hits it and strikes it. The arrow doesn't quite pierce the skin. It just sort of bounces off, but it still flinches and goes. And it does take.
No. I'll go with a sharpshooter in my last shot.
Okay. That is a hit. Go ahead and roll down. This time round, you arc up and do a strike straight on the head. Again, it doesn't quite pierce the skin, but it's still. It makes a solid, painful blow.
And another 6 from the Colossus Slayer.
All of the damage.
The skull doesn't quite pierce the skull, but it does make a solid dent in it, and it's definitely trying to recover from. Alrighty, and with that, Keldrin, you're up. You are still in the
Hi.
confined space.
Yes, which is wonderful. A lot of time has passed. I've gotten my whelm attack back. I can whelm 2 medium creatures at once. So I'm going to spare Maldrath, and I'm going to try and whelm and grapple these 2 white dudes. So dexterity save, please.
Okay.
DC 15. No, strength save. DC 15.
Alrighty then.
They fail. Go ahead and make your damage as they are.
Okay. Whatever I roll +4.
Okay.
If roll 20 is gonna come on. It says rolling the dice. It's trying. It's just like the spiritual weapon. It's trying. 2! So
Wow.
6 damage.
Okay,
6 damage,
so
and they are grappled.
alrighty. So you try and spread yourself. You're trying to be gentle because you're in the confined space and you don't want to drown Maldrath in the process. However, the one that had been blasted by Maldrath earlier was already the damage. So your gentle splash, like, actually throws it against the wall and it smashes into pieces, just like a glob of undead paste against the wall.
Okay, and then I'm going to use my move action to drag the other guy out of this cubicle.
Okay.
And
I should mention you, just to give a description of your some surrounding area. You are essentially in a pit that kind of in a plummet, so you can't actually. Let me just double check the actual size of this thing. I will go ahead and say it's about 40 feet to the surface. So at the moment you can't really. You're in this tight space, and you're 40 feet away from the surface.
Cool. I'm just gonna keep him grappled from Maldrath to end, and I'm gonna try and squish myself to the side so Maldrath can move. I don't know if that's possible. This is stupid.
I'll say you're grappling him for now.
I love D&D.
Okay. With that, we come to Jean. You're up.
Okay, I am a bundle of anxiety and chainmail right now, but I'm going to take a step down and just sort of motion for Elias to flank with me, and I will make silver sword attack.
Okay, go for it.
19 and a natural 20.
I'd say those hit. Okay, you make the two strikes. So once again, you do a cross across its belly, and as it's hunched over and is actually shrieking at the wound as the silver connects with it, you take that moment to do a flash and slam the blade straight onto its head into a sickening crack. So
30 points.
Okay, that is that is enough to kill it. In fact, I'll say for flavor, you actually land a blade straight on the dent that Seth had made earlier in its skull and slice it open, causing it to collapse to the ground.
Sweet. If that thing's gone, then I'm going to move up here within 5 feet of Elias.
As you do that,
actually,
step on that portal. I'm afraid you've already said it, dude. Sorry. As you do that, you end up teleported, and Keldrin, the one that was grappled in your hand, is suddenly replaced by Jean.
Oh my god! This is where I was afraid we were.
I'm gonna move the line I put on the ground.
And I'm just going to take that white and move him over.
Well, that happened.
Yeah, it's... sorry. Oh, dude, I was harsh on the others. Okay, so, Elias, you're now facing two Wights.
Wonderful. Okay.
Okay, I'm white behind you.
Oh, fills me with confidence and punnery. Yes, so I have no actual way to sneak these things. So, I'm gonna bonus action disengage and get behind
Go for it.
Death.
You're just as fleshy as I am.
And then I really don't like my options. I kind of want to just go invisible, but I guess I should just actually shoot one. So I will actually shoot one, although, yeah. No sneak.
Okay.
Gonna shoot the one that just came in. I'm gonna sharpshooter as well.
Go for it. That just hits you. in a panic, you stun the crossbow together and fire it, scrambling out of the way, and the now wet Wight is has the arrow straight in the chest. It makes a you manage to hit it in what you think is a critical spot. It makes a dent, doesn't quite pierce the skin, but it's enough to do a significant.
Alright, and then another 15 foot away. Bye-bye.
Okay, and with that, we go back to the top of the round. Maldrath, there are no enemies in the area. You are now you now have a cramped area with Jean, you, a Keldrin as a water elemental, and a spiritual weapon just hovering around.
I see. Being as we seem to teleport in and they teleport out, could we hope that maybe one of our allies will teleport in and teleport one of us out?
It's an endless cycle.
Yeah, is it some sort of puzzle like that where, like, you know, for every one that goes in, someone's got to come out?
I mean, you can hope. It depends whether you just want to sit there and rely on luck or try to get out.
Well, I wouldn't be much of a companion if I just sat on my hands. Am I able to inspect the walls, see if there's any way to sort of, like, you know, find, you know, any handholds or footholds to try and attempt to climb?
Go ahead and make me an investigation check.
To be investigation. Oh.
It's very dark, and you're very, very confused.
This... Okay, I only mean this half seriously, but apparently this is how the campaign ends.
I'm sure you say that.
And you're confused.
I'm sure you say that every week, Sven.
Yeah.
I mean, I do. In this situation, it's funny.
I know I already used my action, but was there anything of worth on that white corpse while we're investigating?
Again, it's dark and you're so confused. Plus, Keldrin turned it into paste. So...
Oh yeah. Well, I mean,
okay.
if I'm that confused, like, a spiritual weapon's not going to help out, and
I mean, it's entirely up to you. You want.
I mean, I don't think it actually states, but it does float. Am I able to just hold on to it and Mary Poppins my way out?
Safe helicopter.
I don't think that it has.
Yeah, I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, it is
has a physical
spiritual. I
form.
was just, I was just spitballing. If not, then I really can't
Go
do anything
ahead
else.
and let me see.
Oh,
I'm gonna say, make me a wisdom. Make me a wisdom roll. The logic for this is that, it's not really designed to carry something that weighs the amount of a human. So essentially, you're trying to pray to God and pump all of your magical energy to make it define.
If you do this, you're going to have to stand on it like a surfer.
or just you know, like a helicopter.
Is that a wisdom saving throw, an actual wisdom?
Just a wisdom roll.
I don't think helicoptering a scythe in confined quarters is a good idea.
This is the dumbest thing we've ever done.
No, that
Up
was
till now.
that was filling up an armor with gold. There's not a lot that can top that.
You grab onto the weapon and you just start praying to Celeborn, all of his majesty. You grab onto the blade and you hold on to it. It pulls up and you start your feet lift the ground almost and then.
Dear Almighty Kellenvor, if you want these undead dealt with, then God save me.
Unfortunately, you get about an inch off the ground before the weapon goes and just falls back down with you.
Wow.
If we
okay.
Seriously now, if we die in this pit, I'm going to laugh. I'm not even going to be upset. I'm going to laugh.
I'm gonna die in this pit.
With
Okay.
those rolls, we are.
In fairness, it would have been. It was a good roll, but it was a very, very high DC. Because
That's
again,
fair.
you are
Imagine
defying
it would
the laws of physics. Okay. And with that, it comes round to them. And this creature is going to.
We're safe.
It's going to charge around.
They're gonna die.
It's
I
going
am
to
kinda
charge
worried
around
about
and
that.
attack you.
I'm much more worried about myself than Seth.
Alright, the first attack, the first two attacks miss. You're able to sort of duck and dodge your way out of them. However, this one then comes in, and it is on flank.
You have the holy thigh bone of doom. I can't believe I just said that.
And even with advantage, they're
Those are
terrible.
some
You're able to dodge and duck
terrible
your way out
rolls.
of all of them. So, Seth, you live to fight another day, and actually, come to figure it, it's your.
Which was the one that was injured previously with the arrows?
It's what actually. Yeah, that's it. It's this one hit. Actually, no. Jean killed that one that was injured with the arrows already.
He hit another one with a. Actually, Elias hit one for 20
Yeah.
damage.
Oh, okay, yeah, I believe it was. Yeah, this one below you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, what the hell? I'll go for a sharpshooter.
Okay,
Using the silvered arrows, if that makes any difference.
okay.
That they were all silvered. I just realised.
That's a good point, actually. Good shout. I should remember that. Okay. That one is unfortunately this. You try and raise the arrow up, and it sort of smacks the bow down, preventing you from getting it up.
Attempt one more time.
Okay. And that's a definite hit. It smacks the bow down, but you use that momentum to essentially carry the bow up and directly into its face. And that's 9 points of piercing damage as it reacts to as it reacts to the silver or shrieks. It penetrates into its skull now, and that is, let's see to do. Yeah. It is now shrieking as the silver is slowly butting into its skull. It's still alive, but it's looking very weak and ropey right now. Okay, and unless you have a bonus action, Keldrin, you're
I'll
up.
just step to the side a little bit.
Okay.
Well, first
All
off,
right.
I'm gonna let Jean breathe.
You let go,
Okay.
Jean. You're no longer grappled.
As I'm floating, can I just sort of? This is gonna go on camera, folks. I'm gonna try what I did with the gossip girls in the Amber Temple and just sort of sign what I want to have done. I'm indicating to fastball special
Yeah,
me up
that's
to
what
the
I
top.
was planning. That's what I was planning. Let's see if this works.
Okay.
It's like 30 feet up. I'm not sure.
Go ahead. All right, make me a strength throw as for your.
Wait. Before we do that, can I please quickly have a look at the walls around me? Does it look like they have like are the bricks really close together, or does it look like they have spaces in between?
I'll give you this one for free. It looks like the looks like the bricks are pretty close together.
All right, whatever. I'm gonna try and fastball special him. Strength check.
Yes, strength check, and let's see. Well, we'll see how well this roll goes.
Okay, whatever I roll, +4. Nah.
Okay, you try and throw Jean. Unfortunately, you do not quite get the enough height for Jean to be able to grab the ledge, and as such, he falls back down.
I can't catch
okay.
him. Sploosh.
Okay, actually,
And that's my turn, I guess.
Okay. I actually, it's out of turn, and it is so stupid, but as I'm falling, can I cling to the wall like
We just
I hate
established. We're just
like a
established-
mustachioed cat?
We just established that there's no real chinks in the wall.
Unfortunately, it is smooth. I'll say you flatten yourself onto it like a cat, and that slows the fall so you don't take damage from it. But
Loosh,
Well,
I catch him.
I'll take that. I
now
don't see how
comes
we're
to your
getting out of this, but you know.
We wait for the others to get us. It's fine. We're good.
well, okay, Jean,
if they
it
know
comes
where
to
to
your
look.
turn.
I will say I don't have dark vision, so everything I do in here is going to be shit.
Okay, so it's now your action. There are multiple things you can try or have a look around. It's up to you.
Can draw the sword and light it up and see what's here.
I guess that's something. Yeah, I'll do that, and because drawing it isn't really an action, I will also use my actual action to increase the radius of the light to 30 feet.
Okay, so two things happen for this. One, the entire pit is illuminated, and you start to see that okay, the walls around you are very smooth. The only other thing that it appears that they look like coffin lids beneath you, but not much. It seems like there are coffins below you, but not much else. In terms of in terms of the actual pit, it's again the walls seem very, very smooth. It's a bit difficult, but I will also say the other positive effect of this is that if you guys weren't aware of it, even if you guys weren't aware of it before, you now see a corner of sunlight outside of the cliff. So at the very least, you now have an emergency beacon that lets everyone know where you are.
Yeah, basically a flare. As we're just floating along, I'd like to look at Maldrath and just say, do you hate everything right now, or is it just me?
Keldrin just happily stares at beautiful water reflections all up the wall.
Maldrath is just like, it'll be fine. Just, I got a plan.
Okay, and with that, Elias,
Quick,
you're up.
Maldrath, grow wings!
Hey, Elias is gonna drop the hand crossbow, and although didn't want to reveal any more weapons, I kind of want advantage here, so I'm gonna take out 2 daggers from the sides of my boots, and I'm gonna stab this guy so I can get flanking with the melee weapons.
Okay.
And I'm glad I did, because the first one was a 1.
Yeah, that is a definite hit. Go ahead and roll your... Wait for it.
It's rolling. There's a D4 and 5D6 plus 5.
Okay. Okay, so... Alright, so you slam the blade straight into the back of its neck. Again, you feel that it's more like scraping the skin rather than piercing it, but you are but you are doing some damage to it as it snarls. Was not expecting that. And takes, let's see, yeah, all the total. So,
Then I'm gonna disengage and run away.
okay. I'm setting a pattern here.
Yeah, I mean, I could try and go for a crit, but that'll be 2D4, so it's not like worth doing.
At this rate, we're gonna be here all night long.
On that,
Just don't stop.
okay, we come back to the top of the round. Maltrap, you're up.
Okay, so I'm going to use my divine intervention to pray to Kelenvor to give me the means to get myself and my allies out of this pit to smite his foes.
If this
works.
I mean, if Kellenvor would like to give me wings so I can fly out of this like a total boss, that wouldn't be a bad thing either.
Okay, so let's see. Okay, yeah. So first off, you have to. Okay, it looks like let's see. Employ you. Okay, aid. Employing you, intelligence assistance. You see, you're permitted to roll percentile dice. Okay.
So that's a D100, and he has to roll a 0 through 9.
Okay.
You got this.
I think I'm out of luck as well.
Unfortunately, yes. You sit back, you pray to Kelvor for divine intervention. Unfortunately, no response is coming.
Kellenvor is looking at the situation and giggling to himself.
God damn it.
Kelvor's
Quite
like,
literally.
Kelvor's like, dude, I gave you superpowers, I allowed you to talk to a dead soul, but come on, this is pushing it now. You fell down a hole.
I didn't fall down, I was teleported. There's a difference.
Okay.
I mean, I have fallen down holes before, but this is different this time, okay?
Okay, with that, it comes back round to the Wights' turn. They now move. This guy moves to get flanking with you, Seth.
Sorry, Seth.
I'm just imagining like The Walking Dead. Seth is going to remember this. This guy manages to as this guy moves around, he manages to ice across the back, and you take 4 points of slashing damage. Meanwhile,
Oh crap.
Oh, mamma mia.
oh man, the other one, as you're wheeling around to meet it, actually is down right across your back as you take 6 points of slashing damage, and a second attack also just hits you, and you take a further 6 points of slashing damage. So 12 in all from that guy. And with that, it is your turn.
Yep, the one between me and Elias, I'll throw it on a hunter's mark. I'm going to need it. And then I'll sharpshooter it.
Go for it. That is a hit. Even in the tight space, you're managing to whip your bow up and line your bow up, pull the silver arrow, line it up with its head, and just knock the head clean off and onto a distant wall, coming perilously close to Elias as it hits this wall over here.
Quick 180 and straight into the other one.
Fuck, Seth is so badass.
That is a hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Holy crap.
And that, you took that round and instantly do the exact same to the one behind you. It was you knocking off almost right underneath the arrow you placed there previously, and it dies on the spot.
Damn, Seth.
Let's out a heavy sigh.
You know, most of that combat was 2 people. That's badass.
Well, mostly Seth, come on. Elias will kind of pocket knife flick the daggers back into their smaller form and then stick them back in their boots and go pick up their crossbow again.
Yeah, I'm going to get a couple arrows that I can find amongst the bodies.
I will say they're pretty much actually intact at this point, and given that they will play straight into the skull.
Seth, remember that Keldrin can cast mending. Collect the ones that are broken too.
Oh shit! I never even thought of that.
Okay.
Okay, and so
Okay.
you now look.
So, do you want to throw a rope in there?
Splash, splash, splash.
Guess that's our only option, really.
We could
Okay.
when
I'm not.
when they went in,
You.
the monsters came out. What if we throw the monsters back in?
We could try hefting a body across.
I mean, couldn't hurt, could it? Unless it does.
Oh, who threw this body at me?
Well, I mean,
Okay.
from our perspective, we don't know if throwing a body in is going to send another white out.
That's true.
Are you going to attempt it?
I have 8 strength. How does Seth do for strength? Are we going to have to
Okay.
two-man this? Oh, I have
I've got
13 strength.
12.
It's not that bad. I thought I had 8.
Okay. I will say you slowly lug it towards where you believe the first circle was. You throw it on, and Maldraff is the first one to reach the pit there in front of you. As the guys in the pit, you see Maldraff disappear, followed by. Actually, sorry, I'm just realizing the funny way to do it. You see Maldraff praying to Celeborn for guidance, and then suddenly he disappears, followed by the corpse of a Wight.
Hey guys.
It worked.
Alright, we have 2 more bodies.
And so, with that, I will say you managed to throw both the last 2 corpses out and bring them back up, the other 2 out of the pit.
As soon as I reappear, I would just like to say to the others, let's say we never speak of that again.
Speak of what?
Exactly.
I'm going to draw a chalk line where I think it is, which is where I've got the red line there, but before that, so I don't actually step into it.
Yeah.
I can't
Okay.
believe this. I cannot believe this. This dungeon has thrown hellhounds, a wraith, a nightmare, and 4 wights at me, and I've only taken 6 damage.
We
So far, the most-
still haven't even opened all the crypts.
And so,
I believe there were 2 left.
All I
Okay.
can say is that that was definitely an enlightening experience.
Oh.
It's okay, it's all white now.
okay,
Oh,
Crypta.
I just gotta say, he is the DM, so tread lightly.
Suddenly, you're all teleported back into the pit again, where you
I
spend
would
the rest of your
deserve it.
days. Okay. You look up and claw marks obliterate the name of the crypt's door. Its skeleton draped in rags lies atop a marble slab in the center of the crypt. Nothing, and yeah, nothing of interest in that one. And finally, there's this crypt over here. Above it. Let's see. Above it is written Sir Janald the Trickster. The joke was on him. And
I'm afraid the joke
as
was
you
on
step
us.
forward, as you do step up around, you notice that nice. You sense a lot of magic in front of here. It's an illusion magic and what appears to be. Give me 1 second.
I did get hit in the fight, didn't I? I can't remember. Did I get hit? I did.
Not once. Not
Okay,
you.
I was going to say my concentration might not still be up. I will have to recast that spell. I probably would have dropped concentration on it in a battle.
Okay.
I will recast it.
All right. Well. Okay. With the detect magic, you do detect 2 forms of illusion magic over this room.
Ah.
Everyone else just detects a foul stench.
There is illusion magic in this vicinity, so potentially don't trust your eyes.
Loop, loop.
Let's say we go nowhere near this crypt.
Bloop.
I'm gonna take. I can't. There might be loot in there. It burns at my soul.
Bloop.
I'll perceive before anyone does anything, because I don't want to spend the last 15 minutes of this session in another pit.
Alright, go ahead and make a perception check.
I will do the same because I am actively interested in loot.
It's trying, I think. Let me try again. 8.
Okay. Okay. Just
Come on, Elias.
Okay. Jean, it appears to be a perfectly empty room. You don't want to take the chances, though. Elias, you make this check around. It seems perfectly normal, but the setting mind thinks, wait a minute. Illusion, as a pit. The only thing you can think of is that either the room is hiding something, or, more likely, it is actually covering something up.
Bloop, bloop.
Interesting. As I know it's an illusion, can I choose to disbelieve the illusion?
I will say with that high perception check in your background, you know that's not something that works.
Okay. Well, can I make an investigation to find what's it's covering up?
Okay, go ahead.
My investigation is not good. Oh, I rolled a 19.
Say.
You do, if thinking about, you have a look around, you're not 100% sure or what to do at first. You then, decide, you take out a small like of view. Like, I'll say as part of like a dungeon is clear, no, I got it. You take out one of your thieves' tools, and from on the other side of the door, you poke the floor, and suddenly notice that the tool goes straight through it. There is no floor. It appears to lead into another pit.
Right, okay. Can I stick my head through the fake pit? To look down?
You-
I'll
lean
hold
forward.
on to them if they do.
Okay. You look down, and you see, as you look down, you see with your dark vision loads of demonic eyes looking up at you hungrily.
Gonna take my head out of that. Just go back, close the door. It's not good.
No, I don't dare ask. Shall we go investigate that room we saw further back?
There's the big room we saw, there's the bar gates to the north and to the south, and there's one crypt we haven't opened yet, which is guarded by gargoyles.
Okay. And
Yeah,
as you look
I
at
kind of want to tackle the big room first because it's just there.
Open. Yeah, let's do that.
Alrighty. And so you all walk up towards the crypt. You've encountered so many strange things in this dungeon. So you all walk up with the bated breath, preparing yourself for what could either be magnificent treasure or yet another perilous situation. It's the only thing you can do in these situations is, as gamblers tend to say, roll the dice. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session, folks.
Dungeon crawl.
Oh god, it's so long.
Damn, Seth, so cool.
That was The Curse of Strahd. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you next time.